what a scoundrel. Gassed of a town fool to go rob the crown jewel. He's like a Lego megalomaniac who's into electronic and techno, a real brainiac. Smack dab in the hip-hop gold rush. Be rather the old stuff, preferably the cold crush. It gets deeper than Deep Pack Chopper, except he keep us.
So, ever since I did that last video, Mr. Vladimir Putin has been showing up on my algorithm quite a bit. I'm Aquarian OG, you should get to know me, because I just want to know what you're watching. But what we're going to be watching is how Vladimir Putin survived 43 assassination attempts. 43, yo, 43? Somebody's a tryhard and a super failure. Not that I want him to succeed, but you know what I'm saying. All right, let's check this out. How Vladimir Putin survived 43 assassination attempts. You gotta have some serious on-guard security, which we probably gonna check that out too, because I gotta know now. All right.
Being the president of Russia is definitely not the safest job at the moment. But then again, it never was, as Vladimir Putin can testify after surviving 43 attempts in his life. Yes, the current president of Russia was never one to hide away from danger, but he certainly doesn't take his security lightly. As a result, Putin is now one of the most heavily guarded people on the planet. Despite this, attempts on Putin's life were never in shortage, and surviving this record number of attacks is a testament to the professionalism and readiness of everyone involved in the...
Just a thought, can you imagine somebody trying to kill you 43 times? Like, personally? Like, what? 43 times? You know, like, without you being in a gang and all that other stuff? Can't you? 43 times? Somebody tried to kill you 43 times, and I know one of Russia's style is poison. They known for using poison. You get some bad something in the quick.
President's security. Assassination attempts. Surviving an assassination attempt has become like a biannual tradition of Vladimir Putin, so it's no wonder his security detail and tactics are so good. They had a lot of training in real-life situations, after all. Luckily for the president, none of these attempts came even close to finishing the job. At least a few, however, were done highly professionally. He became a target of the Russian mafia as soon as he took the presidential post in 1999. It was a sort of preliminary strike as Putin cracked down on organized crime.
The Russian mafia? Yo, we know there's an Italian mafia, but the Russian mafia? What the hell is that about? I'm kind of curious, but I don't really want to look too far into it, if you catch what I'm saying. You know too much? No, I see. I know that they're there. I'm going to probably not fuck with it too much. Let's get it on.
And stood firm in his determination to uproot it. However, an elaborate car bombing plot was foiled, and the culprits were caught and sent to jail, or hell, whichever was closer. The same year, a group of militants planned to assassinate Putin during his visit to Uzbekistan. The plot was uncovered, leading to the arrest of the conspirators before any harm could be done. In 2000, Chechen rebels planned an assassination during Putin's visit to the Russian province.
Wait, ain't Chechens some of the people that the Russians use for in the military? Ain't that one of the special units of the Russian military? Or somebody who's what's the word? I can't think of the word. Not unified, but I can't think of the word. Yeah, part of a Russian military installment.
During a visit to Chechnya, a remote-controlled bomb was detonated near Putin's motorcade. The president survived the attack, but several of his security personnel were injured. In 2002, a plot involving poisoned jam was uncovered when Putin was scheduled to have breakfast at a hotel in Yalta. The discovery allowed for swift intervention and the prevention of a poisoning attempt. The same year, during a parade in Moscow's Red Square, snipers were positioned with
Yo, number one, that had to be a bomb-ass parade. Number two, yo, fucking snipers and shit.
a plan to target Putin. However, the FSO caught wind of the situation and swiftly prevented the execution of the plan. 2002 was definitely not the best for the Russian president, as he survived yet another assassination attempt, this time in Azerbaijan. An Iraqi man with connections to Chechen rebel forces planned the attempt. The Azerbaijan police, however, apprehended the man, and he was—
You know what? That goes to say something about Vladimir Putin, which, number one, I ain't never had a problem with a Russian. I don't know why. I mean, I'm Gen X, so I grew up when there was the whole Red Scare and President Reagan doing all the whole, all that Red October shit. I never really bought into it. It was just like kind of good stories. But I know some Russians. I have never had a problem with Russians. They don't even, because you would think Russians and racist, yada, 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 but I've never had that type of a problem with any Russians. I've never had any problems, actually, with Russians. And I know, like, a decent-sized group of them that was over here up in the Chicago area, so they're fucking cool people. Them, Bosnians, Macedonians, man, you eat good fucking with them Bosnians. Man, some of the best food I ever had in Chicago came from Bosnians. Number two came from Belizeans. Ooh, them people can eat. That is some good shit. All right, we out of Russia. I'm talking about Bosnia. Got my mouth watering and shit. I'm about to start spitting. All right.
was later sentenced to 10 years in prison.
All he got was
Later
10
the
years?
same year, another man tried to end Putin with an explosion. He planned to drive along the motorway adjacent to the Kremlin and detonate a 40-kilogram explosive. The FSO caught wind of this plot and rerouted the president's limousine while at the same time eliminating the threat. 2003 was no exception.
You know what they meant by eliminate the threat, right? Yeah. Notice he didn't get no jail sentence. Yeah.
And once again, Putin was the target of an assassination
Why, of
plot,
course.
this time on British soil. The British anti-terror police apprehended two men plotting to kill Putin during his visit to London. Apparently, the Russian secret services caught wind of the plot and altered their colleagues in Great Britain. A year later, Russian security services discovered a plot to poison Putin's food during a visit to a foreign country. The specific details and location of the incident were not made public, but it seems Putin is either immortal or his food tasters were up to the task at hand. Assassination attempts continued through the years as one more
So, hold on. His food taster got poisoned. Damn.
became a major news sensation. In 2012, Ukrainian authorities arrested a group of individuals planning to assassinate Putin during his visit to the country. The exact nature of the plot and its intended execution were not publicly disclosed. But soon after, the Maidan started. So, I'll leave the rest to conspiracy theorists. Looking from afar, it may sound like Vladimir Putin is always traveling with a four-leaf clover, a rabbit foot, and at least a dozen of other lucky charms. Luck, however, has nothing to do with the president's resilience to assassination attempts. It's the meticulous work of the FSO and everyone associated with Putin's protection. And when we're talking about security teams, the Federal Protective Service is definitely the best in the world.
You know what I like about Mr. Putin? Is when he salutes, he shakes their hand. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got to do that, but that's that extra personal touch of respect. These people, boy, they poison themselves for you. You can shake a motherfucker's hand. You know what I'm saying? Shit. I know I'm cussing a lot, but that's how I really feel.
The FSO. The Federal Protective Service, FSO, is a powerful agency deeply rooted in the history of the KGB, the renowned Soviet intelligence agency. Established after the dissolution of the Soviet Union, the FSO assumed responsibility for protecting high-ranking government officials, securing essential government facilities, and safeguarding classified information. Over the years, the FSO has expanded its sphere of influence, absorbing various other government agencies under its purview. This consolidation has granted the FSO significant control over the distribution of the Russian budget, allowing them to allocate funds as they see fit. Consequently, the agency wields considerable power and has become known for its ability to align financial resources with its objectives. At the helm of the FSO is Viktor Zolotov, a complex and controversial
His name would be Victor, wouldn't it?
figure. Zolotov, unlike other close friends of Vladimir Putin, is not a billionaire. The poor fellow has to survive on only $40 million, which is a travesty considering how often
He has to survive on only $40 million. But you got all this power and shit you can do. But only $40 million. Are we talking about American dollars? Because this makes it different. You know, I'm just saying. I'm just talking shit.
he has to work to protect the president. Interestingly, Zolotov has almost zero assets in the Western world, which is lucky for him, as in 2019 he was sanctioned due to multiple gruesome human rights violations. Though the assets of
You know, I don't know how the American government has the nerve to sanction somebody for civil rights stuff, yada, yada, yada. It just seems... Let me quit. You know what I'm saying, though.
its leader are somewhat known, FSO keeps its budget and spending secret. Although specific figures are hard to come by, reports indicate that the FSO commands a substantial annual budget, potentially amounting to several billion rubles. Additionally, the FSO boasts an extensive
7 billion rubles. What does that mean? That sounds like a lot of motherfucking money, because I know the ruble went up since Putin made his moves after the sanctions. How you get sanctioned? You played yourself, America. Government. Actually, and America, because we put fucking... Y'all put Biden in there. Trump had relations with motherfuckers, but y'all ain't like it, because it was the red this and the communist that. And ain't nobody said no communist since the 90s. Come on now. I don't even really care about all that. That's like, yeah, it exists. But no, it's not part of my world. And I ain't afraid of it because it ain't part of my world. They always want you to be afraid of Russia. You know, they used to have, back when I was in school, they used to have like descriptions of Russia. It probably was true back then because, what was his name before? Boris Yeltsin. Boris Yeltsin. I remember him running a, he had a whole different Russia going on. Boris Yeltsin. That's a name I ain't said in years. All right.
extensive workforce, estimated to comprise around 50,000 personnel, dedicated to fulfilling its diverse range of responsibilities. The FSO is truly a force to be reckoned with, but they are not the only ones keeping an eye on Putin's safety. Putin's private army. As a KGB agent, Putin is well aware that
Oh, that's right. He was a KGB agent. I forgot about that. To have security like that and to be a bad man yourself, your security got to be some really top-notch badasses. You know what I'm saying? For you to be a bad man, to have security like that, you know what I'm saying? Shit.
plots on his life come predominantly from within. So the president wisely never puts all of his eggs in one basket. That's valid even for the FSO, especially for the FSO. As a countermeasure to the agency's growing power, Vladimir Putin can rely on one truly formidable force, the National Guard. Established in 2016 by the president himself, this unit now counts...
Hold on, let's go back to that shit. You imagine me walking by or...
truly formidable force, the National...
You imagine walking down the street and you know you in the area where there's something important going on, and these 5 motherfuckers turn and look at you, yo, I'm just passing by. Players, I see what you're working with. I am not the one you're looking for. This is not the droid that you are looking for. This motherfucker just... And they rushing too? You know they gon'... If they had to pop you, it's not an issue. I don't even want motherfuckers' attention that just look like this. Even if they some sloppy white boys. Because you know they be shooting. I'm talking about they go to the range and they shoot. So when they shoot something, they hit it. So I ain't trying to be no threat, even though I do the same shit too.
Guard. Established in 2016 by the president himself, this unit now counts more than 340,000 troops, all of them answering directly to Putin. The maintenance and operation of Putin's private army entails substantial costs for the Russian taxpayers. Current estimates suggest that the annual upkeep of this extensive force amounts to approximately 200 billion rubles, equivalent to around 2.7 billion US dollars. A small price to pay to prevent any notions of a military coup. This formidable force, however, is not tasked with preventing assassination attempts.
You get what you pay for. Motherfucker dropped billions on him. That's why he alive today.
Or saving the president's life. Instead, they are tasked to look scary and deter any high official.
Ain't that the dead dude from what is that unit that's down in Africa? This dude right here, I forget his name. But he's with that group that went down to Africa to help Burkina Faso fight off terrorism, which we all know was French anyway, so if you didn't know, you know now. It was French that was terrorism. Oh, and America, we was guilty of that shit too. So, you know, America, y'all really got to get your karma back together.
They are tasked to look scary and deter any high official, be it military or otherwise, from thinking they can get the upper hand with some soldiers behind their backs. Even Evgeny Prigozhin, leader of the fearsome Wagner PMC, knows that if he goes against Putin, he will fail and lose everything. The unit that truly steps in front of bullets and blends with the crowds to protect the president is the President's Security Service. The SBP. Služba bezopasnosti prezidenta, whose pronunciation I probably butchered, is a specialized...
Say what? Say that again real fast.
Prezidenta, whose pronunciation I probably... Služba bezopasnosti prezidenta, whose pronunciation I probably butchered, is a specialized agency within the FSO that is tasked with securing the president's life. Comprising 4 distinct special units and bolstered by approximately 2,500 additional personnel. The SBP stands as the personal guard tasked with preserving the safety and well-being of the Russian president. This multi-layered approach demonstrates the extent to which President Putin goes to protect his position of authority and maintain stability within the country. So naturally, it's unsurprising that all 43 assassination attempts against him failed. The innermost layer in Putin's defense is...
What the hell did she think she was gonna do? Hold on. What? What did she think she was gonna get by running up?
Authority and maintain stability within the country. So naturally, it's unsurprising that all 43 assassination attempts...
Chick, where are you going? First off, the way she ran up there was telling that she was going up there. So you already got people who's on guard's attention, and now you getting ready to get jumped. Second of all, what is you doing? What?
Attempts against him failed. The innermost layer in Putin's defense is his personal bodyguards. That's the only part of his entire defense force you will see on the ground. The rest operate behind the scenes and...
Damn, the only ones that you see on the ground? Hey,
and, more often than not, finish the job way before the bodyguards are needed. If this personal detachment is required to take action, around 2,500 people fail in their jobs. Meticulously chosen and extensively trained, these elite operatives strive to be the world's best personally trained. These elite operatives meticulously chosen and extensively trained. These elite operatives strive to be the world's 2,500 people fail in their jobs. Meticulously chosen and extensively trained, these elite operatives strive to be the world's best personal protection unit. Unlike their American...
Hold on. I don't know if that dude was laying down some cover fire or something like that, trying to make his way through a something, what situation they was mocking, but that shit looked badass. I just got, appreciate the badassery.
Counterparts who focus on incapacitating attackers, the SBP.
Man, that's about what that girl had. Look at this shit. Is that a jump back anywhere?
Counterparts who focus on incapacitating attackers, the SBP has a more lethal mandate. They are authorized to eliminate anyone they perceive as a threat. Former police officers are said to be excluded from this role, as their training in apprehension...
Oh, former police officers are excluded from this? Oh, y'all got to be salty.
This role, as their training in apprehension could hinder their willingness to use lethal force. Instead, the SBP relies on highly skilled operational psychologists.
Basically, they don't want you because you might take a prisoner. Motherfuckers that go after Putin, you dead. Except for like 2 or 3. Because I ain't heard no sentencing in a while from the motherfuckers that tried the other... How many attempts did we get through? About 6? From the other 37? Some shit like that. Yo.
Capable of discerning potential threats by analyzing a person's facial expressions. Members of the SBP must possess exceptional stamina and the ability to endure extreme temperatures. Displaying signs of weakness, such as shivering or sweating, is considered unfavorable, as President Putin detests any display of vulnerability. Additionally, these bodyguards, known as the Musketeers, undergo stringent physical requirements. They must be between 19 and 35 years old, stand between 5.7 and 6.2 feet tall, and maintain a visibly fit and muscular physique, weighing between 75 and 90 kilograms. Fluency in at least 5 foreign languages and a deep understanding of politics are also prerequisites for becoming...
Yo, he ain't bullshitting. Mr. Putin ain't bullshitting.
One of Putin's trusted guards. Seen by the president's side, the Musketeers exude an imposing presence while carrying distinctive black leather briefcases. However, these seemingly ordinary briefcases are state-of-the-art bulletproof shields, capable of withstanding various calibers of bullets. But defense is not their sole expertise. They are highly...
So we heard.
trained combatants, equipped with 9mm Gurza pistols, loaded with...
Hey, you can see the bullet right in that barrel. Look at that motherfucker. That's a sick look, yo. That right there, that's nice. That's not how you want to meet a gun. But safely from here with the camera, that's real. That's pretty badass. Because you get to actually see without putting your fucking head into danger. You know what I mean? Let the camera do that work.
Gurza pistols loaded with armor-piercing bullets, effective up to 50 meters. Their arsenal also includes Kevlar umbrellas, which serve both as shields.
The Kingsman. Bulletproof umbrella. How do I get a bulletproof umbrella? I want a bulletproof umbrella. I had to.
Against small caliber weapons and functional umbrellas. In addition to the Musketeers, the protective apparatus consists of other units working behind the scenes. The second unit comprises secret guards dispersed among the public, adept at observing and detecting signs of unrest. These highly trained psychologists use facial expressions, walking patterns, and posture to discern potential threats. While their combat capabilities remain undisclosed, their primary role is to gather intelligence and coordinate with other units to neutralize threats. The third unit comprises elite snipers strategically positioned atop buildings and inside apartments, providing constant surveillance. While the exact number of snipers remains undisclosed, some nests are intentionally placed in visible locations to deter potential assailants. These sharpshooters possess exceptional nerves of steel and meticulously scan for any signs of danger. To further ensure the president's security, the fourth unit is responsible for securing the perimeter during Putin's movements outside the Kremlin. They meticulously plan routes, avoiding potential choke points and areas prone to civil unrest.
Is that Macron from France? That looks like Macron. That dude, he is not on my good side. I hope that's not Macron.
Areas prone to civil unrest. This unit faces additional complexities when traveling abroad, working closely with local law enforcement agencies to preemptively address potential threats. They also secure the president's accommodations, meticulously searching for explosives and spy devices, sealing the premises until Putin's arrival. The unit also handpicks the staff accompanying Putin on foreign visits to ensure the utmost safety. In addition, food tasters, an integral part of the entourage, diligently examine
Them the motherfuckers that put their life directly on the line. Every damn time you put something, it might taste good as shit and kill your ass. You'd be like, this is the best motherfucking death I ever ate. You, man. Oh shit, I'm just saying.
and taste any food served to the Russian
As a
leader,
chef?
maintaining utmost vigilance against potential poisoning attempts. As you can imagine, this entire operation doesn't come cheap. So naturally, most of Putin's visits cost millions of dollars, even if he's abroad only for a night or two. That's nothing, however, compared to the draconian measures Vladimir Putin takes when traveling at home. A state-of-the-art limousine is only the tip of the iceberg when it comes to Putin's security during travel. Putin's limo. Whenever the president travels inside Russia, the SBP leaves no room for errors and has various plans to secure the president's road. Naturally, Putin's motorcade plays a vital role in ensuring the president's safety. However, calling it simply a motorcade is a massive understatement, as it looks more.
That's a whole movement going on over there. You see how long that motorcade is? That shit like da 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 da. But they can't be friends till Trump gets back in office, though. So, you know, when them billionaires get up in there and they get talking and they be like, "Yeah, you know what? That was on some bullshit. You know, here's a couple million on it. That's my bad." You know how them billionaires do. You know Trump don't go there and don't have nothing in play. Man, I don't even know when. Never mind. I ain't even gonna get. That's a whole nother video.
Like a genuine military parade. Typically, the president's limousine is accompanied by no less than 6 armored vans, housing highly trained special operations units armed to the teeth with AK-47s, Dragunov sniper rifles.
Yo! The all black. The fuck? This motherfucker had a rocket launcher?
Units armed to.
They don't look like they got their gun except for, like, you know, maybe some holster shit in their jacket or some waistband shit or something like that. These motherfuckers probably got all SMGs.
The teeth with AK.
In the briefcase. Oh, that AK is nice. That AK is a beaut. I want an all black AK. I ain't too good. Not too good. I ain't too keen on the wooden ones. I like that motherfucker right there. All black out AK.
AK-47s, Dragunov sniper rifles,
Yo.
anti-tank grenade launchers, portable anti-aircraft.
This motherfucker got a damn multiple rocket launchers in his shit. No wonder it's in the billions. This motherfucker shooting down drones, aircraft, anything, helicopters, birds, fucking sparrows. What kind of birds do they have in Russia? That's a good question.
Missile systems, and probably a couple of ICBMs. Systems, and probably a couple.
And y'all think he bullshitting when he say I will drop a bomb on your ass. Stop fucking with Vladimir Putin. This motherfucker got personal ICBMs. What is the United States doing with a... Come on. What is we do? Y'all better make friends. Y'all better get back to getting good. Cut this Red October shit out. It ain't no Red October. We are not in the 80s. Reagan ain't here no more. This man has ICBMs protecting him. I don't give a damn what you say. He got some motherfucking don't be a menace while drinking your gin and juice in the hood type shit.
Hey, what's up? We got a problem, Toothpick? I said, do we have a problem? Oh, you got a problem, boy. Right here. Here's your problem. Right there. Right there. All right. Yeah. All right. Play a little game. Right here. I said, do we have a problem? Huh? Oh, USSR. Now you better get your stank asses up out of here before I cause a nuclear holocaust up in here, fool. Let's go, let's go. Oh, come on now. A little bit Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Oh, let's go.
This man got personal ICBMs. That's a big ass bomb if you don't know what that stands for. It mean boom. It boom, 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 boom. Because I imagine he got more than one. Shit. That look like a whole locomotive and shit. That's on a truck. This motherfucker got ICBMs on a 2-driver truck following his ass. When he at home. You imagine what the tracker is doing when he ain't at home? This is at home. Stop fucking with Mr. Putin. He didn't told us all. Now you can stop saying that Jesus is that creepy white dude. He didn't let the cat out the bag. Now it's time for the Vatican. What's going on, Vatican? The man with the ICBM following him around is telling the truth. What made him tell the truth? I want to know what the hell y'all got up in the locker. Anyway, that's a whole nother video. But it keeps ringing in my mind.
Couple of ICBMs just to look even more threatening.
That's crazy.
The center of attention, of course, goes to the presidential limo. An awe-inspiring Russian-made Aurus Senate has the honor of...
What can this man has ICBMs following him around? What is the limo about?
protecting the most important man in Russia, as Putin took significant steps in limiting his reliance on Western products.
Yeah, he did.
Thus, in 2017, he ordered this ambitious project to construct a state limousine equivalent to his former Mercedes-Benz S600 Guard Pullman. To meet all the specifications the SBP demanded, Aurus had to invest more than $200 million in creating...
I've never even heard of Aurus. There's so many cars that is out in the world that I ain't never even heard of. I want to buy some of them joints. Okay, hey, y'all gotta help me get these likes and subscriptions up so I can get going and buy me one of these Aurus joints. I ain't talking about bulletproof, but I don't even know what an Aurus is. But I'm trying to get them likes and subscriptions. Help me out, please. I need to hit that 500 mark, and then I need to hit that 1,000 mark, and then I need to keep climbing from there. But we're gonna be pumping out these videos because I ain't got shit else to do.
This one-of-a-kind limousine. This mobile bunker boasts unparalleled fortifications. The Aurus Senate can withstand a barrage of challenges. including bullets of
I mean, them cars do look pretty fly, though.
any caliber, sniper fire, landmines, chemical gas attacks,
Landmine? Okay, IEDs?
and even small-scale missile assaults, equipped with
Motherfucking missiles? This is not a small-scale missile. That's a missile.
and even small-scale missile
Yo, that's off a truck missile. I don't know how else well, airplane, but yo, I need to get me one of them Eris joints. Hit that subscribe button, please. Hit that like button so I can get in them algorithms and get my stuff back climbing up. I need me a Eris. This motherfucker's out. Missiles?
assaults. Equipped with cutting-edge communication systems,
Oh, well, of
the
course.
vehicle effectively functions as a mobile command center,
Oh, well, of
even when the
course.
blinds of its windows are fully sealed and
Fire that ICBM on that motherfucker that's back there, bothering me.
an ultra-modern
command.
closed-circuit television
that's bad.
CCTV system grants the security team inside a comprehensive 360-degree view of the surrounding
Everything going on.
perimeter. A concealed emergency exit is discreetly positioned at the car's rear as an added security measure. One can only wonder what other James Bond-like features this car boasts. Still, compared to Joe Biden's beast, the Aurus Senat is just a glorified sedan. If you doubt this, just check out my video on the US President's motorcade next.
You know what? We got to check that out.
Vladimir Putin.
Yo, so that was a pretty good video. I like that video. That was good stuff. He got ICBMs following him. That just like literally blew my mind, no pun intended. I'm smacking my other camera, sorry. Man. All right, so yo, hit me up. Hit that subscribe button if you like this video. Help me grow this channel. Cause I'm gonna be here for a minute. And yeah. We're gonna make this thing do what it do. I'll see you on the next video. Deuces on the flips. I got a dip. I got a dip.